So another important subject for discussion on relationships is toxic relationships. Whenever I've had workshops on relationships, they've always gone full. But when I've had toxic relationships, they've not gone full. We've had like wait lists. Like there's so many people. And the funny thing about that is most of the people who have been participants have been men. So normally the ratio is like 90% women, 10% men.
Yes.
And for toxic relationship is 80% men and 20% women. But it's an interesting subject, a very important subject. And the one thing I want to start with by saying is that, especially women I've seen, that they say that I seem to attract the same kind of men. Abusive, possessive, physically abusive sometimes. But all the men in my life have been like that. What is it inside of you that has created that energetic vibration to attract these kind of people repeatedly, again and again, again and again and again? What is it about yourself? And it's a pattern that you don't need to change in somebody else. It's something that you have to create that shift within yourself so that your energetic vibration does not attract such people in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. So most of the things that happen to us, now I'm not talking about tragic, horrible life things, but the things that result out of the choices that we make, it's because we haven't done the work necessary inside. And as a result, the lack of awareness brings the lack of consciousness, which means the choices that we shouldn't or would not have normally made, because human beings are intelligent beings. All human beings are intelligent beings. And I believe that we are all totally whole. But we are, because of the way we're conditioned, society or whatever else, we get fractioned a little bit and kind of confused about things. So if we're making choices repeatedly over and over again, and we're aware we don't like the result, it's because we haven't healed something within us, which is this vibration you're talking about. That needs to be healed and addressed first. People don't like to do it because it's really uncomfortable and super painful, but everybody gets to that point, hopefully before something really bad happens to them, where they have to make the change. And then they make that change because they realize there's no other option.
You think some relationships in this world are carry forward from previous births?
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely believe that. I mean, we talked about this before. I was raised in a Buddhist Christian household, but I absolutely do believe that. I mean, so many different things. You meet someone and all of a sudden it's like, I know in some past we've had some kind of relationship together, maybe even mother-daughter, father-son, who knows what it was. It could have been a romantic relationship. It could have been whatever it is, but you know that you've met this soul before, for sure.
I always make fun of my wife. I tell her, you're in deep shit. What happened? I said, I had a dream last night and God came to me and he said, ask me whatever you want, And I said, I want her in my next life with my wife. Now you're stuck with me in your next life also.
That's a good one.
It's like, and I genuinely believe that, especially Sonali, my wife, that she's been like, whatever good karmas I've done in my life, she's been like a gift given to me in exchange of all of that good karma that I've done. And I always say that God said, oh, you've been a good boy. Come on, have Sonali as a wife.
That's wonderful.
I also believe that our relationship is also karmic and a carry forward from a previous birth, because this kind of level of understanding, the profoundness of knowing each other so well, otherwise it's very difficult. I don't see that. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think, as we talked about before, I think that you can have souls from past life, same relationship, but a lot of this has to do with how healed you are, both of you. Like if you're both in a healed state, and we talk about healing and everything all like this, I mean like in a self-aware state, knowing that we are both flawed as human beings. Everyone is flawed as human beings, as in nothing is perfect, thank God, right?